Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup.
What in the world? You gotta be kidding me.
Showdown. A rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. One of the big keys in this game plan here today is to get their transfer running back the ball. He has been terrific all season and really paced this team, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said, we want to run the rock, really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Longhorns ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. There he goes. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Go.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in this entire country. Again, this time the defense is in better position and they force the incompletion.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Escapes the pressure to his right. Oh, he's got some space. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. This is a designed run. Might have a chance. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Now here's Reed. Now adjusting. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Motion from the wideout. Arch Madness. Under fire. Makes the grab. And they're able to get him on the ground. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Longhorns will punt this one away. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. To start this drive at their own 47. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to...
There's a crease. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running the red zone, it's Edwards. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. some of this, they'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Morrow. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR.
You gotta be clean.
He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Snags it, and he's open. Oh, he got loose. Lowers that shoulder and delivers the blow. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Longhorns peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Keep it on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Brown. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Makes a catch. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The more hats you have ball, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys. The ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. The quick out. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Reed to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Unloads to the right. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Looking to scramble. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Arch is going to throw for it. Finds the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but
trying to get behind the defense. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Finds his big tight end. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why, though.
Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got two of those on that one. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Here's Arch to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
and he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for room, it's Edwards. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the number 4 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Boilermakers, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. The victory caps off a 6-6 regular season, and now the waiting game for a possible bowl invitation. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Here's Manning to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team, because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Art's going to spin it again. Got it. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Running inside. It's Smothers.
Now, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Throwing Manning. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got his man on the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Might be changing the route. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Texas A&M. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Davey, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Manning. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Now rolling to the left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
He wants to change this route. Looking to fire. This time he's got his man. Smashes through the tackle. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. To throw, Manning.
Thank you.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Longhorn. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. The snap sets up to throw. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, but there is a penalty marker on the field. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Using his legs, it's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Texas A&M going up tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. Nope.
Got a little grass. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's in open space downfield. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Edwards. Just ran over it.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Here's a little room there. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Rides the option, he keeps it. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. So now they come to the line on 2nd and 7 after the delay of game penalty. On the run, it's Morrow. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short. They'll ride the running back here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the 4th quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
Play fake, Reed. Moving away from pressure. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Aggies! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. Right back to him on the ground. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
And the most important thing is the clock ticking for this defense. But you get a stop right here on 4th down, and this ball game is over. So one big stop, and you end this thing.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Manning. The sweet feet buy a little time. Crosses the 45. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, what a scramble by the quarterback. 4th quarter, need a play, 4th down. He makes it happen.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Arch Madness. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Man, those last 2 plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like, look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Manning to throw for it on 4th. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So just a lack of discipline, and on 4th down, too, just hands this offense a 1st and 10. Finds his tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too...
Snagged it. Got enough space. Touchdown, Texas. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And the extra point is good. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
You know, for quarterbacks out there throwing screen throws, part of your job on this play is negotiating the defender. You have got to find some way to get that ball to your running back. You can't let the defense knock that away.
Punt is in the air. Just needs a crack to get a return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Arch is going to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that 3rd down here on the 3rd play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
He'll pull it down, and he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the 4th quarter, 1-possession games, QB drops back and makes these 1st downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Well, this certainly hasn't been a career day for the quarterback, right? He's thrown a couple of picks, hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but his team is in position to win this game, and they need him to make plays now, a 2-minute situation, to pull this one out. He's got the talent to do it. Let's find out what he does.
He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
The offense changing the play. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. Firing to the right, complete. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the offense knows the task ahead. They're down 8. It's 1st and goal. They need a touchdown and the 2. Here's Arts to throw.
Oh, what's that?
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
That's some. What's that?
The latest edition of this tradition-rich rivalry ends with the Aggies saying howdy to a victory over the despised Longhorns in the Lone Star Showdown. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.